This is Dr. Dennis Kimbro in the Global Classroom, so let's begin. By now, some of you may have heard that Nike has launched a new marketing campaign focused on HBCUs and the iconic Air Jordan brand. For the first time, historically black colleges will be given their own basketball shoe, similar to what Nike has been doing for the other power conferences since 1985. Clark Atlanta University has been the first HBCU selected. The shoes will feature CAU's colors, red, black, and gray, as well as the school's motto, "Find a way to make one," stamped on the laces. Now the question begs asking, how in the world did the founder, Phil Knight of Nike, ever get into this market? And here lies the purpose of today's case study. Phil Knight could see from a distance what his competitor, Converse shoes, couldn't see up close. Case in point, after winning his second NBA title in 1982, Magic Johnson, who at the time wore Converse shoes, well, he approached ownership and he asked them to name a shoe after him. Converse thought Johnson was crazy. Phil Knight stood on the sidelines and immediately reached out to Michael Jordan. After a game with the Portland Trail Blazers, Jordan drove to Nike's Beaverton headquarters, and it was there that he met with designers who took a mold of his foot. Less than 2 years later, the Jordan brand was released, and the original price of the first round of Air Jordans, the astronomical sum of $65. Well, students, here is your lesson. As Converse learned, sometimes it's risky not to take a risk. Hey, we all get cold feet sooner or later, but don't allow opportunity to pass you by. I mean, remember, 3 times Bill Gates, the founder of Microsoft, 3 times he had the opportunity to buy Wikipedia, the 7th largest search engine in the world, and said no. 3 times Blockbuster had the opportunity to buy Netflix, and they said no. 3 times, man, Oakley Sunglasses had the opportunity to sell their sunglass line to Nike and said no, and now Nike is their #1 competitor. So what is the answer? Whenever you encounter risk, I urge you to ask the 4 simple questions. I mean, here lies the wealth building formula that I uncovered in my research for the wealth choice. Whenever these black millionaires encountered risk, they asked themselves 4 simple questions. And what are they? Number 1, what's the best that can happen? Number 2, what's the worst that can happen? Number 3, what's likely to happen? And number 4, are you willing to tolerate the worst in order to achieve the best? Well, that's the formula. Remember, sometimes it's risky not to take a risk. Until next time, this is Dr. Dennis Kimbro in the Global Classroom. And just remember, your wealth choice is arguably your best choice. God bless.